The next three oils I want to talk about are probably the biggest game changers for me. The things that really solidified that these essential oils were something that was important to me, that was really helpful, and something that I really wanted to do and to stick with. Um, so the first one is Thieves. So that is our immunity blend. It's great to support the immune system. So that was one of the first roller bottles that I made up. Was Thieves. The first one was, I think I just put Thieves and frankincense in it. Now that I have more oils, I also add oregano, which is a really good immunity support oil. Um, but I make it in a roller bottle, and I roll it on the bottom of my feet. And I started doing that every night. Uh, so at first it was just kind of like, okay, like this is, it's supposed to support your immune system. This is what they're telling you to do. Great. Um, then I noticed that we got into cold season and the stomach bug came around, and Sean got sick, my mom got sick, my dad wasn't feeling great, my niece and nephew came up with um, snotty noses and all this stuff, and I wasn't getting sick. Um, so it was really a testament to me, because I was the only one that was using the immunity roller at that time consistently. So to me, that said, like, hey, this is doing something good for your body. This is helping you stay ahead of the curve. This is helping you have the best support that you can get. Now, that does not mean that I never get sick. But I have also found out that it typically makes things not as bad as what they would have been if I wasn't doing it. So if I do start feeling a little sick, I put my immunity roller on more often, usually at least in the morning and at night, and maybe once throughout the day as well. Um, One of my other favorite ways to do Thieves is to put it in some hot tea with some honey and a little bit of the lemon essential oil as well, um, and drink it at night. So that's my favorite if my throat is a little scratchy. I feel like I can have that at night before I go to bed, and I wake up feeling so much better. Another way I use the Thieves oils is I make my own cough drops, also for when my throat is feeling scratchy. And I love those cough drops. They're basically honey and Thieves, uh, and that is just, they're really good. Um, Even if I wasn't sick, I might have some. But so I really, really saw a significant change in my health, and being able to uh, be healthier and get ahead of the game. So using essential oils, it's really important to remember that they are better used preventatively than reactively. Of course, there are some instances, like I talked about with the lavender and the digize, that they're helpful that way. But really, if you can get those things in your system and supporting your body systems in the way that they need to be supported so that you are healthier, that you are above the wellness line more than you are not, then it's really, really a big, big game changer. So Thieves was a big one for me, because I could see the difference. I could feel the difference. The next one, so would be Raven, and the current PSK. When I got mine, it was RC. And both of those are great respiratory support blends. And that was a game changer for Sean. So Sean was not always, you know, on board with all the essential oils. He wasn't against them, but it was kind of like, yeah. So that was the one that convinced him. So we made a roller, put it on his chest, and it really helped him to breathe at night. I felt like he was snoring less, which was good for both of us. And so that really kind of became like his oil. So the Raven blend is really good for that as well. The smells are a little bit different due to the different blends. I actually prefer Raven. Sean still prefers the RC. Um, but so that was a big one for me because that was the first one that Sean started asking for. It was actually maybe the second oil that I replaced because Sean used it on his chest every night before he went to sleep. Um, so that one we was really really good. So we all have different oils that like really connect to us and really support us in a way that we really needed. And you may know what that way is, or you may not know. I didn't come into oils thinking that there was one certain way that I wanted them to support me. So my big oil is actually Valor, and I am super, super, super excited that it is in the PSK now. It was not when I got mine, so this was an additional oil that I added. But it has been a game changer for me. Valor is an emotional support oil. It really promotes courage. So actually, the very first time that I used Valor was when Sean had to go to the emergency room. So of course, I was super stressed out. I was really worried, wasn't quite sure what was going on, kind of what was happening, what we were going to be looking into. Um, and I put a drop on my wrists and rubbed them together and smelled them. And it just really helped to settle me and helped me be able to walk into the emergency room and to not show all of my nervousness and anxiety to him so that I could be a support for that. And it just, I was really, really surprised at the groundedness that I felt in that oil. So, pretty much since that time, I wear it almost every day. I roll it, I have a roller bottle now of it, and I roll it on my wrists. It's the same thing. Rub them together, and I always smell it. I also keep an empty bottle in my drawer in my desk here at school. So if I need any extra hit of it during the day, um, I pull it out and I just sniff the top of it. It still carries that residual smell and is just really helpful. So smell is super connected to our emotions and our emotional memories, and so it's very very beneficial for me. So that was a big game changer. It really gives me the emotional support that I need in a very stressful life right now, and what can be a heartbreaking and stressful job as well. So Valor is my go-to oil. If you ask me if there is one oil that I cannot do without, that is Valor. So I'm super excited that it is now in the premium starter kit. So it was a game changer for me.